annual Medicare election period is from October 15th through December 7th, and during this important time, you need all the advice you can get, and the folks at Douthat Insurance have the knowledge you need to make informed Medicare decisions. And we want to welcome Margaret and David Douthat to Daytime. Thank y'all for being here.
Thank
Thank you.
We
First
really
time?
appreciate it.
First
Yes.
time.
All right. And your business is located right there in downtown Kingsport.
It is,
All right,
yes.
so we want folks to know where they can go to get some questions answered. But let's talk about this Medicare enrollment period. Tell folks that may not be familiar with that situation what's going on there.
Well, first of all, right now, individuals that are already enrolled in a plan, whether it be Medicare Advantage or a prescription Part D plan, are receiving packets from the carrier that they're already enrolled in, so that they're able to review the plan that they have and any changes that they're receiving. And that's just to kind of give them that workup time to kind of have that knowledge about any changes that are going on, because the 15th is when they can actually make that change. And so that's what the annual election period is about.
Right.
So they have the opportunity from the 15th of October through the 7th of December to make any changes that they want to do. And that means they actually have to do something, you know, fill out an application or speak with someone to do that change if that's something that they want to do. So giving them that pre-opportunity, which is now what we're in the period of now.
Right.
So we're taking phone calls from our clients or individuals that know about us, asking, you know, what's going on, what does this mean, this packet that I've received or whatever. And then on the 15th or after, if someone does want to make that change, then that's when we're able to help them do that.
And what is available for those folks right now when it comes to what are their options?
So individuals have the opportunity to make changes for Medicare Advantage plans or prescription plans during that time period. They also, if they're enrolled in a supplement, then you know they may want to change from a supplement to a Medicare Advantage plan, or they may want to change from an Advantage plan to a supplement as well. And in our office, then we carry all of those plans and opportunities.
I was going to ask you, Douthat Insurance, what can they offer folks that are making these decisions about Medicare enrollment right now?
What we basically offer is the opportunity to talk to somebody and take some of the confusion out of it.
Right.
Because there's a lot of different plans, whether you're talking about supplements or advantage plans or prescription drug plans. And we pride ourselves in being able to go over all those things, and we represent all the major companies in the area. So you have options. We can look at all the different options that somebody, you know, would want to have.
Well, talk to us about the area that you cover at Douthat Insurance and where you're. And, you know, we said downtown Kingsport. Tell us exactly where you're located as well.
We cover East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, and part of Western North Carolina. So
big coverage area.
Big coverage area, and we'll go out to the ones, you know, people that can't get away, and then we, you know, try to get to anybody. If they call and make an appointment, we'll try to get to them during this open enrollment period, so they have opportunity to make that decision.
And you want folks that have done business with you before and new folks give you a call today.
Oh, yes. You know, we definitely want individuals to give us a call. You know, we want individuals that don't have an agent at this time.
Right.
We want clients that are already our clients, you know, certainly. Now, if you have an agent, you know, certainly give your agent a call. But if you don't have an agent and you want an agent, we'd love to work with you. But definitely give us a call. We'd love to be able to work with you and help you and help kind of take that stress and worry and confusion out of that picture. If you just have Medicare by itself,
right,
and you've never explored an opportunity or what an option would be, then give us a call so that we can help you with that too.
All right, very good. We got some information right there at the bottom of the screen for Douthat Insurance.